B&B SmartWorx was founded in 1981. In our entire history, we've always developed products and manufactured products for machine-to-machine type communications. Device communications, device networking, wired and wireless communications. So these are typically rugged, reliable, resilient products used in business-critical or mission-critical applications. We serve a wide variety of vertical markets. They tend to be difficult industries, things like transportation, manufacturing, oil and gas, electrical utilities, factory automation, point of sale or robust point of sale type applications. Always places where the company's business, their revenue stream, their processes depend on reliable communications from those products. In January of 2016, B&B SmartWorx was acquired by Advantech Corporation. So now, as part of the broader Advantech family, we enjoy the support of a very large global organization with a presence around the world. It brings a lot of new capabilities to B&B and to our customers. We'd like to take a few minutes and show you B&B's manufacturing process and introduce you to a few of the people that make B&B who we are today.
I am the receiving clerk here at B&B SmartWorx. Trucks come up to the back door, we open the door, and as long as there's room for everything, it goes on the wheels, slides down to me, open and verify what's in the box, and enter it into Xapta. We have manufacturing numbers. From that manufacturer that sends the product, we have that also in our system, so I can match those numbers to be sure it's correct. If something doesn't meet quality standards, I notify my purchasing department to whoever bought that actual product. And then we red tag it, put it on the shelf, verify that something's wrong with it, and they move it to a different warehouse so we don't use it and send it back to the vendor.
What is that?
130 pounds of something.
Okay. Bye, Jess.
I am the material lead in the parts department at B&B SmartWorx. My job consists of maintaining inventory so that it is correct in our system. I prioritize work orders from my team from the manufacturing process so our products get out to our customers on time. I also maintain inventory so we have parts to build our product. I create barcodes and stuff for them so everything's serialized, and then I make sure that my team is pulling the proper parts on the bill of materials.
This is I get all the serialized barcodes for each order, so that way we have traceability.
Hello, my name is Doug Zabel. I'm the manufacturing manager here at B&B SmartWorx in Ottawa, Illinois. As the manufacturing manager, I handle all aspects of the products once they reach the factory floor. Now, what does that mean? It means that I'm responsible for all the personnel out there, all of the processes, all of the equipment, all the raw materials once I receive the raw materials. So let's talk about that. When a work order is picked and it finally comes out to the production floor, I have to make sure that there are the right people on the production lines, the right quantity of people on the production lines, but that they also have the right tooling or the right equipment, the right test fixtures. Each production line is set up basically the same. We have a solder person, we have a testing person, we have a packer person. So depending on which product they're going to make, they're going to grab the surface mount sub, grab the through-hole raw materials that go with that board, put it in, soldered up. When it gets handed to the next person, which is typically the tester person is going to look at that widget and see, did that person do what they were supposed to do? It's a quality issue, built-in quality. Then person number 2 is going to scan the work order so the proper test comes up on their test fixture, so they're not picking and choosing, it's just automatically going to come up. Then they're going to plug some cables in, run the test. Once it passes, they're going to hand it off to person number 3. Person number 3 is going to look at the unit to make sure the quality is good up to that point. Now, person number 3 is going to put it inside the case. They're going to take that PCBA, they're going to put it in the bottom case, put the top case on, snap it shut or screw it shut. They're going to put a variety of number of labels on it. Product identification label, maybe a serial number, barcode, ULC labels, things of that nature. Then to finish their packing process, they're going to have to build a cardboard box, put the product in the box, maybe a CD, maybe a brochure, and then of course put a label on the outside of the box for identification purposes. Then it goes to the QC table for the quality department to inspect before it goes to the finishing goods department. Basically, when you are manufacturing a product, there's 2 methodologies that you can do that. You can do the batch process or you can do one-piece flow. Batch process is, let's say that we're going to stuff 10 envelopes. I would be the person that's going to take the piece of paper that's going to fold it in 3. And if it's a work order of 10, I'm going to do all 10 and I'm going to hand them to this person. This person is going to stuff the envelope, and then that person is going to hand it to the person where they're going to lick and stamp the envelope. The bad part about that is number 1, while I'm folding my 10 pieces of paper, person number 2 and person number 3 are standing there waiting, and no product is flowing off the floor. Another bad thing is, let's say that I hand my 10 folded pieces of paper to person number 2, and let's say they go to put it in and I messed up. I did my fold wrong. Now they have to kick it all back to me. Now person number 2 and person number 3 are waiting even longer. What we do here is one-piece flow. One-piece flow is kind of how you would imagine it. I would fold one piece of paper, hand it to person number 2. While they're stuffing, I'm folding piece of paper number 2. They're going to hand piece number 1, I hand them piece number 2, and I start folding piece number 3. The advantage to that is product starts flowing off the line a lot sooner, and if there's any mishaps, mistakes, whatever during that process, we can identify it and fix it immediately. Immediate feedback. So that's basically what we do here at B&B. We follow one-piece flow here, and we have a good quality system. Once it leaves the floor, the quality department will check it and make sure it's good, and that's how we run the show. She plugs them in, the test on the computer. This is the 5-minute one, right? So this is a 5-minute test. We're going to sit here and do this for 5 minutes. Once it passes, then it goes over to this table over here, over to the packaging area.
I am the quality inspector here at B&B SmartWorx. My main job responsibilities is end-of-line inspector. I inspect all the products as they come off the line according to picture models and to work instructions and inspection instructions as well. We also are responsible for doing incoming inspection on any of the parts that we get from outside vendors, and we also do final testing of the product before it's packaged and sent to shipping. Some examples of our inspection processes: we do label inspections, which we check for proper label placement, make sure it's oriented correctly as far as centered left to right and top to bottom. We also check the labels to make sure they're legible, there's no defects, no misprints on them, no cracks or bends or rips in the labels themselves. We also check the casings for any defects that might have come from the plastic molding process or the metalworking process. It could be anything from cracks in the plastic to molding defects from when they actually mold the plastic. Sometimes it sticks together and pieces get left out, things like that. We also check to make sure that the final packaging is done correctly with the proper documentation and any other accessories that might have to go into the package. When we do find any kind of defect, whether it's workmanship or vendor issue itself, it goes right back up the line to the packer, and then they forward it on to whoever was responsible for the defect, whether it was a solder problem or if it was a testing problem or something like that. It goes right back up the line. If it's a vendor problem, then they take it out of the case and get a new case and scrap that one out. If it's something that we did wrong, then yeah, we do attempt to fix it. If it's a vendor issue, we just send it back to the vendor usually.
Your feet are non lazy, that's how they get
I know. Okay, we're good to go?
That goes to shipping.
Hello, I am the quality manager for B&B SmartWorx. I have a bachelor's degree of chemical engineering from The Ohio State University, and I have achieved a Six Sigma Black Belt certification from Motorola. I am certified by ASQ as a manager of quality and operational excellence, and I have 20 years experience in quality and process engineering and management in the pulp and paper industry, thermoforming, utility equipment, and semiconductor industries. I am the quality management representative for B&B SmartWorx, and I am responsible for the quality management system. This includes management review, auditing, nonconformance processes, and corrective and preventative action processes. I lead and participate in quality strategic planning and guidance to all other process owners within the quality management system. I am the manager of the quality assurance department, including quality engineers and inspectors. Thank you.
I'll be right back, okay?
I'm the shipping supervisor for B&B SmartWorx, and in the shipping office our main responsibilities are as the product is built, it comes back there, we take that product in, check it in the system, make sure everything's been accounted for correctly, take the product to its proper location in the warehouse to store it. Once orders come in to ship out, we take those pick lists and again go to the correct location, ensure we're pulling the correct item for that correct order. We take that item over to our packing area where we scan in the pick list, which generates all of our packing slips for those orders. We scan in each item, the item number and the serial number, and then that pulls in that information so we know which item and which serial number went to which customer on each sales order. Once the packing is done, we take the items over to our processing area where we decide which carrier we're going to use, which method the item is going to ship out. The majority of our shipments all go parcel, which is through carriers such as FedEx, UPS. We do have some shipments that go LTL, which is less than truckload, palletized shipments. We have to provide a bill of lading for those shipments, which the majority of those are automatically processed with the system. Some of those, there's a little bit of manual paperwork that goes along with that. And then we just ensure that all the shipments are packed properly, shipped out on time, and the customer gets all their shipments as soon as possible. They're all gonna go hide now that the camera's
We don't have our wardrobe people and our makeup artists here. What happened to that part?
So we can put these on here, right?